Welcome back, everybody. Unversed podcast. Me and Grant sitting down, and we're going to be talking about Gintama.
It's been a long time because you said you read the first 50 chapters. I remember watching the show back in 2013.
Well, this is actually my third time trying to read Gintama.
Oh boy.
The last time I went up to chapter like 200
Uh-huh.
was the last time I went, and it's been so long. I figured I'm just going to start over. And so what we're going to do for the show here is like every 50-ish chapters, we'll just do an episode, review it, and that way, you know, you guys don't have to wait forever. And plus, like 700 chapters, that's a lot to talk about. So I figured it's easier to just do it like this.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And there's a new anime coming out this year too. I think it's gonna finish up the plot line for the Silver Soul arc part 2, I think. Yeah. So I can't wait for that.
Yeah, so you're the one that actually recommended me Gintama. Now, you haven't read it though, right? You just watched it?
I watched it, yeah. A lot of people say that it is faithful to the manga, but in the anime, actually, the last episode that I watched, like that I was caught up to, of course they broke the fourth wall and they said there were a couple chapters that they didn't follow, but they were mostly comedy chapters. Yeah. This shit breaks the fourth wall so much. Like... Anyways, what did you think of the first 50 chapters?
So, this is my third time reading it, right? So I kind of knew what arcs were coming in. And, yeah, I did a little research on the guy as well. Hideaki Sorachi, he's the mangaka.
Yeah.
For this is actually, like, I guess his first real, serialized manga. He's done some one-shots before. And, yeah, reading this, reminded me like, oh wow, like I never realized how deep the chapters got early on, for how serious it is, because this was pitched to be a comical manga, right? Because his editor wanted an Ito style manga talking about the Shinsengumi based on some like TV drama. And I guess that wasn't what Jump wanted at the time. And so this guy was just like, well, how about I throw aliens in there?
Yeah, so it went from, like, historical, comedy, sci-fi. Gintama's its own thing. Like, he made his own really unique shonen that stands out from the other ones that are, like, you know, they're, like, more serious. They're all about friends and whatnot. And then Sorachi's just like, I'm gonna do what I feel like doing. I want to make people laugh. There are some good moments, though, that are really serious. That's what stands out too.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. There was a lot of that in these first early chapters. A lot of little mini arcs here, like when Gintoki pretty much gets forced to go work at a Okama, like bar, and to train right there. And then like we get the backstory with the guy that runs the place and his son, and like how like serious that is, you know. And I was like, wow, I kind of forgot how. Like this guy has a really good balance when it comes to the comedy and the serious aspects of this manga. It's really surprising.
He balances out really well. Well, sometimes though, like there are more like comedy episodes than serious parts, and even during some of the comedy episodes, he splits them into two parts. So like, and they're two different stories in one episode.
But yeah, even the comical stuff here, it's like one-offs for chapters. Very early on, we have the one with the giant cockroaches, and just a bunch of other ridiculous stuff like the ghost. And it's like, oh no, it's actually just an alien living there in this like in this house. And
okay.
Yeah, the good 50 chapters. It shows pretty much all the main characters, right? We get Gintoki with his buddies. Shinpachi and Kagura, right? And then we get the Shinsengumi, you know, we get a few arcs with them and seeing what they're all about. We get the ninja girl, I forget her name, with the glasses.
Ninja girl. Oh, shit. I know the one that's in love with Gintoki.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot remember her name. I'm gonna have to look it up right now.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Isn't and then don't you get introduced to Hattori Hanzo, the ninja with hemorrhoids?
Yeah, he shows up during the cult arc with Shinpachi's sister's friend. Let me pull up the.
It's
Okay, I don't even know which one.
Sarutobi. That's her name.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the one who has a BDSM fetish with
Yeah,
Gintoki.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the uh true heart for this manga is like how comedic the characters can be. It's really fun because like we never really meet her, right? This is the first time like Gintoki wakes up and she's in her bed, right? And like they're all
Oh
trying to
yeah.
figure out how to handle the situation, and like she's just rolling along with how they act. Because Kagura, for the most part in these chapters, she's just ridiculous.
Well, she's a foreigner also.
Well, no,
Um,
like okay, when we first see Kagura, yeah, like you get that foreign aspect, but like when she starts to hang out with Gintoki and Shinpachi, she's just like all over the place. It's hilarious.
freaking what makes her stand out of all the other characters is because in the anime when she talks at the end of each sentence, like people know she's a foreigner because she says aru at the end of each sentence, and
Mm.
they're just like, that's annoying.
That's great. Yeah, we haven't gotten to her serious arc yet. She definitely gets one to where like we get to see her open up as a character.
Hmm.
We've got that earlier when Gintoki got amnesia. That
Oh
was
yeah.
that's a little arc that's a balance of like comedic and serious tone
Hmm.
that I appreciate because it is funny, right? Especially when what's his name from the Shinsengumi, the gorilla, as they call
Oh,
him.
Kondo.
Yeah, Kondo. Yeah, he gets
Yeah,
amnesia too, and it's
Kondo is like one of my favorite characters.
yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I forget the guy. What's remember the other Shinsengumi that got fired with the glasses? He became homeless for a while.
Not
Hasegawa
Yamazawa.
Taizo. Yeah, Taizo.
Oh no, he's not in the Shinsengumi. He was an immigration officer for
Oh,
some
okay.
princess. Yeah,
Um,
the
his
Madao.
design originally was gonna be for Kondo.
Really?
Yeah, so the scans I'm reading has it's from the tankobons, so it
Hmm.
shows the like the little like mangaka notes at the end, and it's like yeah, originally he was just gonna be one character, but he split him up into Taizo and Kondo
That's
because
right.
they both got goatees, they were both wearing similar uniforms, you know.
Yeah, they look really similar too.
Hmm.
If you just remove the glasses.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite things about the show too during the comedy arcs is that like if something bad happens, I just like their reactions, like how their faces look, how they're drawn out. I just
Yeah.
I just lose it every time.
Yeah, his art style is fantastic with Gintama.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Especially early on, like I'm sure it's changed. I haven't seen what his new art style is
Hmm.
for it, but yeah, no, it's fresh for sure.
I remember when I would watch it at the gym, one of the newer episodes, one of the newer seasons, they're like, okay, we're changing this from like a small screen to a wide screen um aspect ratio, and like they move their hands and the screen actually gets wider, and I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
oh my
hilarious.
god. Yeah. The thing is though about Gintama though, in my opinion, it's a really, really hard to get it's really difficult to understand some of the jokes because they make fun of like
Japanese
Ja-
culture.
Japanese culture,
Uh-huh.
TV shows. Like there was a point where I would stop watching Gintama for a while and I would watch other animes just to understand what Gintama was making fun of.
Yeah, I know that when I watch Terrace House, I have the same problems. Like they'll reference Japanese comedians or TV shows, and everybody's
Yeah.
laughing, and I'll just laugh too because I'm like, yeah, that's supposed to be funny, right?
Yeah, because like in Gintama, they'll make fun of like other comedians, and I'm like, who the hell is this? And I have to look it up. I'm like, oh, okay. Um, and I show my one of my friends, he's Japanese American, and he loves it. He's like, okay, I understand what they're making fun of.
Yeah, that's just the one problem with this. Well, plus this manga came out. This started what early 2000s, right? If I'm not mistaken.
2003, I believe.
Yeah, so that's where like manga wasn't very popular in the West.
Nah, it wasn't.
Where versus now, it's different. Where it's literally like with Shonen Jump, you could read the chapters live as they come out in Japan.
Hmm.
Some of them probably for free on their app.
Yeah,
So that's a big one for this. For I guess this like barrier between the humor. But I don't know. I think the obscurity of it has its own nice little touch. Even if you don't understand it.
yeah. And that's what makes it unique too.
Hmm.
Like no other like well, I mean, other mangas they'll reference it, I guess, like the culture in Japanese because it the manga is made in Japan. It makes sense, but Gintama just goes a whole nother mile. Like
Well, especially at the
it's
time of Shonen Jump, yeah, nothing was really pushing like that.
yeah, and it's set during the Edo period too,
Hmm.
but everything's also sci-fi. So
Yeah,
it's a
it's a more extreme version of Naruto because like what year is Naruto set in? We don't know. Next thing in like it's like oh ninja times, in Japan, and it's like
yeah.
but they have walkie talkies and like TVs. It's
Yeah,
just that weird thing that they do.
and they have cars in Gintama also.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
People and yet the police still use swords.
Well, yeah, because they're the I think that's the interesting
Shinsengumi.
part. Like very early on, they got very deep into like the struggle of being a samurai post sword ban.
Uh-huh.
And it's like only the Shinsengumi are allowed to have swords, and then that's where most of the problems that pop up in Gintama is samurais who hate like having to conform into this new society with aliens.
Yeah, and then you see fucking Sogo say, nah, fuck that, and then pulls out a rocket launcher.
Yeah, and that's where we get our other main character, right? Katsura? Zura? I know it's
Uh,
Zura.
yeah,
That's what Gintoki calls him.
yeah, Zura janai Katsura da,
Yeah,
pretty
Katsura, yeah.
much.
And of course, with him comes Elizabeth, which...
I hate Elizabeth so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I mean, like, with Elizabeth, I just joke when I say I hate her. I think she's a good character, but I just don't know about Elizabeth, man. She just stands out too much.
Hmm.
Um, One thing you've noticed too, I think in the first 50 chapters, maybe later on, each character has their own quirk. You know? Like something unique about them. Like
Yes.
funny and serious. So I think like with Okita, he's a sadist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kondo is just
Is a gorilla.
is a gorilla, yeah. I still one of my favorite quotes. A kid goes up to him and he's just like, "Why are you still alive?" And then Kondo's just like, "A very good question." Oh man. So, what other parts did they talk about in the first 50 chapters that you read? Because it's been a long time since I've seen the first couple
Yeah.
of
So they go
episodes.
through. We get the two stories with Catherine, the cat lady that works for Otose.
Ugh. Yeah,
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. We get her. Um. We get her story of like, oh, her like she used to be a thief or whatever.
Mhm.
We get the story with what's it called? Oh, we find the underground fighting arena.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, that Sogo wants to take down, but it's like, oh, you can't.
Mhm.
It's backed by these people, and they're gonna shut down the Shinsengumi or do worse to us. If
Mhm.
they're gonna interfere, basically. So we have that arc. We get the one of the later arcs, I think, where we ended off. It introduced what's his name? Let me see. The fireworks festival, right, with the old man. That
Oh,
builds the robots, and that introduced. I think it's Shinsuke.
Tama. Oh, Shinsuke, the Gintoki's other friend.
Well, yeah, well, not really. Oh, okay, yeah, flashback official. Yeah, yeah. He knew Gintoki back during the war,
And
and
now he's
that's the
like one of
first
the main
time.
bad guys.
Yeah, that we got his first introduction towards the end of where I left off.
Hmm.
And gosh, yeah, like I think my favorite part so far is just the flashbacks with Gintoki. It's just
Oh,
something I
during the
personally enjoy. It's like seeing like, oh man, like he had a crazy past during the war.
Uh-huh.
A very Guts-like background, you know?
Oh, yeah, and how Gintoki was like, well, when he was first discovered by his mentor. I'm not sure if they
No,
talked about that.
no, we're only they only shown flashes of him during the war, and like we met a few people, like when Kagura won the trip to go to space, and then it gets
Uh-huh.
hijacked by some terrorists, and then it's like, oh
Oh,
look, there's
yeah.
Gintoki's friend who loves spaceships, and he ends up crashing it anyways. He used to be in the war as well. A lot of young guys.
Did they also introduce he's in the Shinsengumi, the police superintendent, Matsudara.
Matsudara, is he the
The
one with the mayonnaise fetish?
No, that's Hijikata.
Oh, okay,
Matsudara
yeah,
is
that's
the
right.
only one with like pistols with guns.
No, I don't think no, we didn't see him.
Okay.
Let me double
Um
check.
he is like the number one leader of the
Oh,
Shinsengumi.
Matsudaira. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he showed up right after the whole after the Shinsengumi took down the underground cage fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed up to he kidnapped Kondo, and they were just going and they crashed the car, they were shooting people, and it's like it's okay, he was an assassin. It's like no he wasn't.
Yeah. Dude, Matsudara is great. Like he can be serious and like funny times, but like when he shows up, the Shinsengumi's just like, "Oh shit. Okay, everyone be serious."
Yeah, he's the head honcho. He's the reason they're still there,
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much. Let's see. So, oh yeah, so Takasugi. Did they also introduce the first 50 chapters? Takasugi's like his his gang, like the people that hang out with him.
Let me see. The gang? No, no. He literally we just saw him at the festival, and that was it.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Wait till you see later on.
We did get the arc though, where we find out Shinpachi is a big Idol fan, and that he also is in charge of
Yes.
the fan club for Otsu. It's Otsu, right?
Yeah, and she just makes up random words that don't make sense.
Yeah. Where the hell is your mother from? Yeah.
Yeah, cornhole
um.
poop and shit. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
hell do you
Yeah.
listen to?
Yeah.
And
That was
he's
fun.
and he's like super serious about that club too. He has his like own rules. He's just like, if you want to be a number one fan, you got to do this. You got to like devote your entire life to her.
Yeah. It's hilarious. We also got the arc with him saving his friend that was in that gang.
Was it Takatin?
Yeah, the guy with the buck teeth.
Yeah, Takatin. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
Takatin's great.
Yeah, that stuff was hilarious too. I think yeah, when Gintama and them have fun, it's hilarious.
Yeah. Later on, like way later on, it was like one of the second to last episodes before the end of the season. They just have a 12 episode arc where it's just all comedy, and they're like, and I think in the show they're like, we need this to like for filler. That's why.
Mm.
But they did a good job. There were some funny episodes when you get to that part.
Yeah, no, it's definitely fun. I do know, like I've seen some clips from when you were watching it, and where I was reading it, I was like, yeah, the manga does not get as ridiculous as the anime does.
Yeah, because with the anime, everything is animated, so they just go all out.
No, but like they get a little more cruder in the humor and like what they're doing.
Yeah,
Versus what I'm reading here in the manga, and I was just like, I remember I forgot what episode it was. I looked and I was like, Jesus Christ, what are they doing?
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's why when I watched it at the gym, I had to make sure it was like no one was around me. I'm like, what the, like this shit is so weird to watch in public.
yeah, yeah.
Um, what else was I gonna say? I forgot. I was gonna say something about the first 50 episodes. Yeah, I've been watching it since like 2013. I've taken like multiple long breaks from it, but I'm glad that I'm finally caught up.
Yeah, how many
Like
episodes are there?
let's see. I want to say over 350.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, we
under
also did get the arc with the firefighter chick.
firefighter chick.
Yeah, it's early on. Like Gintama or Gintoki just doesn't. He always forgets to put the recycling out on the right day,
Uh-huh.
and that's when
Oh, her
like
with the blonde hair.
yeah, then that's when they start. They're like, oh, there's this serial fire starter person out there, and it's like yeah,
Uh-huh. Oh, an arsonist. Yeah.
Arsonist, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Tatsumi though. I don't think you really see her after that because
No,
they have some characters where they'll they'll come and then you'll never see them again.
yeah,
Maybe you'll see them like
it's
one
a
more
lot of
time.
that early on. That's how a lot of mangas are. It's all
Hmm.
very oh, here's the problem of the week. That's a lot of with here in Gintama is early on is like a lot of one-off chapters of just random stuff going on.
Hmm.
Like what's his name? The guy with the glasses. We just mentioned him earlier.
Hasegawa.
Hasagawa, yeah, he when he was trying to find a job, he ended up becoming like a taxi driver, and like that story. He has a few more stories after that, and then yeah, the
Yeah,
firefighter chick, and then the guy that was doing the underground cage fighting who ends up dying in that chapter.
it's very episodic. You are right. There's a new problem of the week, and then once they're done with that problem, they move on to like another one. So it's like a completely different thing.
Yeah, I mean that's just the standard in manga. I know later on we do get longer arcs as we go on.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple like 2-3 chapter arcs here, and that's just
Hmm.
how it is. For a weekly shonen manga, is you have to keep people coming in, even if they're still fresh. They haven't read the series. They have to be able to come in pretty easily. Um,
Yeah.
but still, the writing's fantastic. It's a lot better than I remember. Very early on for sure.
Yeah, but doesn't it take you a long time just to finish like one chapter just because of how much dialogue there
Yeah, there's
is?
a lot of dialogue. But it doesn't take me as long as other mangas though, so I think I'm fine with that.
Okay, I see. Yeah, the only other person that's read Gintama or watched and read Gintama was Oscar.
That's right, huh? I think he's still trying to catch up, right, to the anime.
Yeah, I've told him he needs to catch up because like after that, so towards the end of the new season, it's just serious arc after serious arc after serious arc.
Mm.
It's so good.
Yeah, like
Um,
I get it, like I know there's gonna be that arc with the Otaku War or whatever, and
that's what made you stop, right?
that's the one of the ones that made me stop, yeah, because I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't for me, and I get it, this manga started with comedy and he wants to keep that aspect in there, which is fair.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna go past that, and I'm gonna finish it this time for sure. I'm gonna catch up.
Okay, that's
Um,
good. Yeah, because it gets pretty good.
yeah. So yeah, this I've read so far 1 through 52. Because I ended
Okay.
the amnesia arc. Oh, we also got the little hospital arc when they ate the spoiled crabs.
Spoiled crabs. Spoiled crabs.
Yeah,
Shit.
their landlady Otose was throwing out some crabs, and Gintama was like, "You idiot! Think we're gonna eat these?" And so you just see them walking away, and then you see an ambulance carrying them out, and it's like, "You dumbasses!" And then Catherine just falls on the floor too because of the food poisoning.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, because I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Let's see. Otose sent a box of crab to the Yorozuya. Is it when they're dividing the crab legs and one of them steals it?
no, it's a bunch of boxes of crab legs that are or of just crabs that are spoiled.
Okay, never mind. Because there's another crab episode like that. There's two. Man. Oh yeah, there's also two movies. I haven't seen the first one still, but I've seen the second one.
And then
Thing is
there's
though,
there's the live
go ahead.
action one too, right?
Live action one, yeah, that I haven't seen. Um, the second one is its own thing, is its own separate thing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's still good. I think I still have it if you want it.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to watch it after I'm caught up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the first 50 chapters.
No, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it for the most part. The last few times I read it, I just figured like I might as well start over because I'm not gonna. I just need to brush up on Gintama before I go forward.
Yeah. I'm glad this podcast gives you motivation to keep on reading it because it gets
And
so
it's
good.
part of my list, man. I kept
Yeah.
moving it down. Um,
I still remember, I think one time years ago when we were going to college, you were reading Gintama, and you were just like, it took me 10 minutes to read 4 pages just because of the dialogue.
oh man, was it in Gintama like that? Jesus.
Yeah, I think he was doing a lesson or something, and he was teaching a gorilla. He was talking about Piccolo.
Oh, I think I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had like a whiteboard. Oh, I don't know if they have it in the manga, but do they do the like the Ginpachi Sensei at the end sometimes?
No.
Okay, it's a skit that they do. It's not every episode. It's like after like the end of like a serious arc, they get like fan mail. And so Gintoki's just like, okay, they'll be like, oh, Ginpachi Sensei, and all the he's the teacher, and everyone else are students. And one of the questions that they asked him was, why are you smoking, Gintoki? Like, you're a teacher, you're supposed to be a role model. And Gintoki's just like, no, I'm not smoking. This is a lollipop. I'm just licking it really fast.
Oh, yeah, those pop up, I think, every other volume, for the manga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a little skit that they like to do a lot.
Mm-hmm. Also, I don't know if you know this, Grant, but one of the assistants for Gintama ended up drawing Sket Dance.
Yeah.
And that explains why they have the crossovers.
And also, the guy on Sket Dance with the computer, his voice actor also voices Gintoki.
That's right, yeah.
And he also voices Joseph Joestar.
Yes, that's why they have those good skits in J-Stars.
Oh, yeah. Very. Let me try and find his voice actor. Because Gintama has its own wiki, because everything has its own wiki now.
Yeah, no, it has a few wikis. It has the fandom one, and then it has, like, the normal one.
Yeah. Oh, Tomokazu Sugita is his name.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, he's also in Inuyasha and Bobo Bobo Bobo.
Oh, the voice actor?
Yeah, he's Renkotsu in Inuyasha. He's in Black Lagoon. Of course, Gintama. Honey and Clover 2. He's in a lot of things.
Oh, he was in
Lucky
Black
Star.
Lagoon?
Yeah. Black Lagoon, The Second Barrage.
Interesting.
Case Closed. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Air Gear, Saint Seiya. He was Taurus. The Legend of the Legendary Heroes. Beelzebub. Sergeant Frog.
Really?
Yep. He was a Hajime.
Oh, look at that.
Daily Lives of High School Boys. Danchi Kokusei no Nichijou.
Yeah, I could hear his voice. Yeah, he's done a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. Pokemon Origins, Saint Seiya Omega. Jesus. It's a lot. Assassination Classroom, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Japanese voice actors, they're just all over the place.
Yeah.
They're like Steve Bloom, pretty much.
Steve Bloom and the dude that does Roy Mustang.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's in Goblin Slayer. Oh my god. And when you look at that, he's in One Piece, too.
Everybody's in One Piece.
He's Charlotte. Katakuri?
He's Charlotte?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyways. Yeah, I can't wait for you to read the next 50 chapters.
Yeah, so part 2 is going to be the next 50 chapters, so we'll get that to you too soon. I picked 50 because it's faster paced for the episodes to come out. And yeah, that's why. And plus it's like, 700 chapters, we'll just split it up to like about 14, 15-ish episodes, so that should be good with that.
That sounds good. Let me know when you get to some of the more serious ones. We can talk about those. Yeah,
I'll be taking some notes too to break down more of the arcs that happen as well. So we'll
for sure, yeah.
We'll go more into detail in the next episodes. But while we wait for that, guys, remember you can always email us at unversedpodcast@gmail.com. Have you read or watched Gintama? We would love to hear your thoughts. Just let us know, and we'll talk about it on the next episode.
All right. Catch you later.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
They call me Young Coogee Santana with the Gucci bandana.
It's ASMR.
I say my bitch look like Tom Brady. I love that hoe, she love me too. My bitch look like Tom Tom Brady. Fuck around, you'll get that too. I said my wife left me. Oh no, that's sad. Man, that shit got me hella sad. Say my wife left me. Oh no, she dead. She left me for that dude named Brad. Say my wife left me. She took the kids and the dog, bro. This shit was real depressing. Alright.